Alright, there we go.
If one of these...
It's on. It's on. It's on. Don't do that.
If one of these pictures fall down, it's going to be hilarious to them.
No, I don't think it'll be so hilarious.
It'll be weird.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Julie, Darcy. Good morning. Hi, Terry. I'm just trying to put this into the last post so people can follow along if they want to. So, how's everyone doing today? Hi, Diana. Hi, Karen. Thank you for joining. Sandra. And then just like that, I closed the thing out by accident, like a goofball. Rainy. Oh, it's raining here so bad, too. Hi, Avanel. Good morning. Good morning, Debbie. It has really, really been raining here for like 5 days.
3,000 days.
3,000 days, exactly. That's exactly how it feels, like 3,000 days. You're not kidding. It's rained here for almost a week straight. It's getting a little too Seattle-like for our liking.
Crazy.
Hi, Pamela. Thank you all for the shares. I'm trying to see so I can see my comments here. There we go. Okay. Turn the volume down. Hi, Donna. Good morning. Karen from New Jersey. And Eileen. Thank you all for the shares. So, we still have the host... the July host code. This is still in effect until the 31st. We still have the fabulous special. I've had a few people join as of late just for the free ink pads. So if you join now, you get $125 worth of product for $99 plus an entire ink pad collection, which is amazing. And you don't have any purchases. Really, you could be a demonstrator for 6 months and not purchase anything. So you don't have to purchase anything until December 31st if you decided to stay as a demonstrator. If not, you can drop. So it's people do it just for the discount. There's no shame in it. I have a couple of my friends who are demonstrators who have done the exact same thing. They've joined just for the discount and then they drop. And then sometimes they sign back up. Sometimes they're just customers. So that's something you're interested in. Be sure to please send me an email. It does end July 31st. That is it. After July 31st, it's done. And then also there is the special right now with Paper Pumpkin. You get your first month half off. So it would be $9.95, I believe. And you can cancel at any time. So you could just get the first month for $10 and cancel if you don't want to do it. But you do have to use the promo code BLOOM0818. So what we're going to be doing today, I'm sure everyone here, oh my goodness, flooding. Pamela, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Wow.
Lots of flooding around here as well. I do apologize. That's sad.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of flooding here, but luckily no housing yet. But we do have a very large dam about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah,
and they had to open some of the extra floodgates.
Yeah, it's so full.
It's very sad, and I know there's a lot of people that live on the bottom of that, so it's a very precarious situation. So what we're gonna do is So what we're gonna do is we're going to look at this really pretty gatefold card. So why don't you show them how this opens? And we did this with the belly band. So go ahead and show them. Just slide it down, and we're gonna show you guys how to make this today.
Opens just like that with this belly band, and it's perfect size. You can slide it down or up.
Open. Perfect. So we also did a different version, but I didn't fully put it together yet. Sorry, I had a little dispute. So this version, I didn't finish this yet because I wanted to show you basically 2 different ways you could do this. So sometimes when people do gatefold cards, you can do them so they are standing vertically. So basically they're kind of like portrait or landscape. So you can do them both ways. But the other thing is there are generally what you're trying to do when you do this card, or when you make any card really, is you're trying to get the most out of your card stock. So a lot of times you don't really want to waste cardstock by getting out 12 by 12 paper. So I kind of thought a fun solution would be, instead of getting out a whole nother piece, you could make one. And if you can see that there, it does not fit together. But what we did is we used the punch to make it fit together. So it was really simple. So I didn't do this one yet, which I wanted you guys to be able to see that this does have a gap in it, but it will close. So it does fit around, and then all we would have to do is you would put this here, and I did this one. I thought it was kind of fun with having the multiple happy birthdays. Happy birthday, right. Yeah, so I thought that would be fun, but I also thought it kind of needed a little something extra to it. So what I thought we could do is we could either, I don't know if it would be a bit much to have this, so I thought we could use like some silver. Well, green would be pretty. Yeah, that would be pretty. We could use this as well. This is also, you could do this as well, but this would be a little bit large. But this is one of those pieces that was left over from the new Thinlits that'll be premiering next month, which I forgot the name of. But you could use this. Say if you had this so it was actually more centered, but I kind of thought...
And it was a little bit, like, it was a little bit more, like, wider.
Right, yeah. Or you could use it for this card because you would have, like, something bigger there. But that is a good idea. You could do it crossways. That would be really pretty. So you can use your punches to fill in the gap of these. That way it kind of helps you to eliminate some of the waste of the paper that you have left over, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to, and then I originally did start with a piece that was about 2 1/4 inches, but I just found that it blocked the card too much. So I ended up, and this one I did a little bit different. This was for this. It ended up with some of these, you can do this for the overlapping piece. So you would have your piece that overlaps.
You could just glue it.
So what I did was, this one is the piece that was left over from this strip here. Actually opposite from this strip here, but the thing is, I kind of also thought if you use this and say you did your belly band and you had a piece that folded, then you'd have the overlapping piece in the back
and you could just glue it,
right? But then you'd have that. So I kind of thought the other thing you would do, I don't know, I probably do this just being like, a little anal, is I would put this in the front anyway. That way it would kind of cover up the seam. So really, if you think of it, the way we're doing this, we're just utilizing what's left over, and even if we have the gap, we're covering it. So we're kind of saving paper, because most likely if you were going to do this, you'd probably would put it in the front just to cover the seam. So if you got to sneeze, trying to sneak out. All right, so what we're going to do is, oh, thank you. Good job, Deborah. I'm glad you finally made it live. We're going to show you how to do this. And again, this is using that really beautiful paper that I shared with you. This is the Garden Impressions paper. So it has a lot of really pretty colors to it. So we can do another one. And then I kind of thought we could use, this is from Special Celebrations, because you could make this into a happy birthday card, or just, you know, for my friend, think of you.
Welcome to, welcome for, like, a baby to come.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Like welcome baby. Yeah. As in a shower card. This would make a really pretty shower card. Yeah.
Yes.
And then if you did that,
especially that one.
If you knew it was going to be a girl, you could use like this, very abstract. And if you knew it was going to be a boy, there's definitely a lot of different colors in here. You could use this blue. You could use like that. Yep. Or we could just use yellow if it was a neutral card. So, good ideas. Or this one. That's very pretty, too. So, we're going to pick a base color. So, what color? You can pick the base color. What color do you think you want to make this card? Which one? It doesn't have to be one of these. You can pick. We have Calypso Coral it goes with, which is this really pretty one. Calypso Coral. All right, so our base is going to be Calypso Coral.
I was going to say pink, but, like, that's pretty.
That's good. Okay.
Coralish pink.
Coralish pinkish. Okay. But what we're also going to do is, on this one, I didn't do that for these. And again, these do fit on here very easily. And you could also add more layers if you wanted to. So if you had, like, smaller pieces of DSP left, you could put a white layer behind this and then put the flower layer on it. That'd be another idea. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the dies to put an impression onto this. So we're going to do that afterwards. I haven't done that yet, so we'll kind of see how that works out. I don't know how it's going to work. But just for the time being of showing you this, I'm going to show you how we did this. I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to grab a piece of Night of Navy just because it'll be something dark. And we're just going to punch. Yeah, because it'll kind of contrast with that. It'll punch, let's see if we have
a hole out.
A good scrap.
Yeah. Punch the hole out?
Yeah, we're going to punch one. So you can use that. This is the Starburst punch. So we're going to use this right here. And you just have to give that a really good squeeze, okay? Squeeze it with both hands. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to just put a little bit of adhesive. We'll use this one. Onto this. We'll put this onto our Starburst. And then I found the easiest way to do this is to put the adhesive on here. So what I want you to do for me is just put a little line of adhesive right on that part there. So just a little bit over. There you go. Really, nope, you're pressing really hard. It's real easy, watch. Whoops, when you're going the right direction. There you go. So you have to have this part down. So just like that. You want to try it again? And then put one more piece right over here. Just right on top of it's fine. Not in the middle because you don't want it to be on the part that closes. There you go. And then all you do is I'll set this down and you just kind of set it
You can make it like diagonal so it looks like...
Oh, so it's kind of like sideways?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So you can put it like this, like it was kind of at an angle.
Yeah.
But that way, you don't risk putting the adhesive onto this part, and then it gets stuck to your card. So then all you have to do is just slip this
That's the worst.
right over. There you go. So fun take on that. Happy birthday. And there's another one. All right, so we're going to use this piece. So we're going to have to decide which card, what do we want to use here? What color? You like the roses?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use the roses. And what we're going to do is, which way do you want it to be? Do you want, yeah, do you want it to be tall or do you want it to be wide?
I like the wide.
Wide? Okay.
Write more.
Okay, you can write more. It's a good way of looking at it. See, she's got a lot of filling out to do in her cards. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do first is, let me just move these up a little bit, move this over out of the way. We're going to take our piece of cardstock.
Oh, that looks good together.
It does look great together.
Because that color kind of matches.
Well, it's supposed to. It's funny how that works out, huh? All right, so this is a 8.5 by 11. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock this first. We're going to cut this at 4 1/4. So go ahead and you can cut it all the way up. Just slide it up. So essentially now, we could make 2 cards. So if you have a different color scrap, we could use that as well. I'm going to put one on the side for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this one down. Oops. Let's put these away since we're not going to use these colors.
Yeah, they're going to keep going on.
Yeah, I don't want to knock them off. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our scoring tool, so it's the light one, and we're going to score this halfway. So essentially we want to have 5 1/2 on the inside, but we're going to split that in 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with, and I find that this works out easiest when you do it this way because we don't want to score it exactly in half because we want it to open like a gate. So I find that when you turn it around, it works better versus trying to measure it twice. So we're going to cut it at, or I should say we're going to score it at, let me just make sure I have my measurements right. 2 1/4 is what I'm fairly certain this is. 2 3/4. Yeah. So we're going to put it at 2 3/4. Okay, so go ahead and put that down and go up and down. All right, and then it's easiest for me because you will find that it makes the paper more uniform. Turn it and do the same thing again. So 2 3/4 and go ahead. Kids do like things at an angle. You like things at an angle? Yes, because you know it's not straight on. That is absolutely right.
Because it makes you look like you're happy.
It makes you look like you're happy.
Like you're surprised.
Like you're surprised. Okay, but guess what? Somehow this paper, we goofed this up. So let me see. What did I do?
What did you do?
2 3/4. I think we moved this to 3 3/4 by mistake. Yep. All right, so let's go back here. That's okay. Score it again. Nobody will know but us and all the people that are watching.
That's a lot of people.
That's okay. That's what happens when you make mistakes. So we will hide the inside because we're going to put a sheet on top of it. But the back side, we'll just take it for the way it is, right? So we're going to fold the one over. And then we're going to fold the second one over. And it should line up. Look at that. Like almost perfectly. Exactly right. So if you really are worried a teeny bit, we could shave just a hair off of one of these sides. And I mean a hair, I'm talking like I'd like a 1
not
second.
even like a spaghetti noodle.
Not even a spaghetti noodle, like a hair. So go ahead and slice that one up. There you go. Let's see if this works good enough. That's
not
perfect because it gives you a teeny gap. Yeah, so.
If you fold it, maybe.
Right. So we're going to take this piece here. And then, do you want to wrap the band to be in the same color like the rest of them are?
I want to make it like blue. So
Blue? Okay, so it kind of goes with the paper?
Yeah.
How about if we pick a color that coordinates with this, like this real light one? That would be pretty. A light green?
Yeah.
I'll show you. Hold on. So we're going to do
we could do like a light pink too.
Seafoam? Soft seafoam would look really
that
pretty.
Looks pretty.
All right, so we're going to do a piece of soft seafoam.
You bring up like weird colors that I've never seen on the cards you make me.
Oh, because these are all new colors. That's why.
Oh.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece at 1 and... We'll do 1.5 since we're going to emboss it. That way we'll get to at least see a little bit of it, okay? This is my niece, Janet. This is my guest stamping niece.
Yeah.
They're here every Wednesday during the summer, so luckily I was able to fit in some stamping with them being here. It kind of worked out well.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our piece. This is 1 1/4.
I like stamping.
You like stamping. And then we're going to use these together, which should be really pretty.
That looks really pretty.
Doesn't it?
Together.
Looks
like
very
those
nice.
colors match each other.
So now we're going to
Same
trim.
with the white. The white matches like everything.
Yep. Now we're going to trim a piece of this to go. I'm trying to think. You know what we're going to do?
The sun
did come out. What? You never know. It's like tomorrow.
It just keeps going like off and then on and then off and then on and then off and then on.
It's totally crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one more layer to this just to bring this in with the belly band. Okay. So you see our layer here measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we're going to trim off one more. We're going to trim off a piece. So we're going to cut this at 4 inches. So go ahead and cut that for me. Nope, that's scoring other way, the dark blade. There you go. And I can't tell you that. We're not allowed, we don't have permission to do name sharing on here, but you can go with my my oldest best niece. All right, so we're going to cut this at 2 1/2. So go ahead and cut one. And then we got another one here at 2 1/2. Go ahead, up one more. All right, so we'll have these 2 layers, and these are going to go on top, and then we're going to trim these to match. So we have 2 1/2, so now we're going to do this one at, oops, I'm going to do this one too, 2 1/4. So go ahead and do that one, 2 1/4. And then we're going to need one more at 2 1/4. There you go. Doing a great job, Stampin' Niece. That's a good name for you, Stampin' Niece.
Stampin' Niece.
Stampin' Niece.
That sounds weird. It sounds like Stampin' Niece.
Stampin' Knees. Right?
I know.
All right, cut that one for me. Now we're going to cut this one at
kind of sounds like
3 3/4.
Sneeze.
Stampin' Sneeze and 3 3/4. Go ahead. All right, so let's see what these layers look like. So we have our Calypso Coral base. We have a soft seafoam layer. And we have, oh, that looks so pretty.
Because the back kind of matches. Like,
isn't that funny how all of it coordinates?
Yeah.
She doesn't realize. Isn't that funny, these little things?
It's
so
not
we're gonna
funny,
put
it's
these. Cool. We're going to put these, and then we're going to use our band. We'll bring it all together.
The band.
Yep. Okay. So what we're going to do while we're here, okay, is we're going to put these 2 layers on. All right. So we're going to put some, 1 second, we're going to put some snail. Can you put some snail on this for me, on both of these pieces?
She said stupid.
Okay. Another one here. All right, and we're going to put this here. And one more. We're going to do the same thing on this one. Put 2 strips down. Rainbow Stamper guy. She does need a nickname. All right, Darcy, you go right ahead. Let's come up with one. Rainbow Stamper. She could be
Rainbow Stamper girl.
Something about tilting stamps to the side. The turn it sideways stamper.com. Slightly slanted.
No,
the slightly slanted stamper.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, that's going to be a mouthful.
So look at it. Try to say 10 times in a row fast.
Right. So Debbie said that's why she buys everything from Stampin' Up, because then it all matches, which is an amazing point.
Yes,
true,
it all
100%.
matches. It all
right.
matches.
So put some adhesive on these 2 for me. This time I'm going to put 3 pieces. And see how when you put your pieces on there, they're not really full, so you want to make sure you go all the way flat.
Oh, that'll do.
Yeah, that's okay. Take your time. All the way flat. Same with this one. That way you get bigger strips. There you go. Okay.
You did 4 on that one.
So now we're going to put these layers on. So these are essentially all just a 1/4 inch smaller. Put this one on here. Unicorn Stamper Girl. Now that's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. She said, I like unicorns. I think you just won, Janet. The Unicorn Stamper Girl. Because she is very unique. That's for certain.
The unique stamper.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we have both of our layers on here on this gatefold, which is gorgeous, just like this. And if you are concerned that this won't show enough of your cardstock when you have your belly band on, you can always make it smaller, okay? That's completely an option. So what I thought would be best, and again, this is just aesthetically, so you can do this whatever way you like. It is up to you whenever you do these.
Do it crazy.
Do it crazy. Let me guess, you're going to do it to the side.
Yeah,
I kind of thought, since we have this gatefold and it's very symmetrical, that if you put this to the side, it would kind of take your eye there. You could do it in the center if you'd like, or you could do it to the left. So it really just depends, but I kind of like it when it goes over to the right. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just eyeballing this. I did try to measure it, but honestly, it just didn't work out as well. So I'm going to grab my card and kind of just line it up. And I do like to put it at the bottom just so I can make sure it's even.
Yes.
And I'm going to fold this one over. I'm going to grab my bone folder, and I'm just going to make just a little line, and then I'm going to wrap this around. Make sure it's square, and then press it really hard. Okay? All right. Then I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to bring this over, and once again, just press it. You have to press it with the flat part like this. Nope. A little bit harder. Okay. So there we go. And those line up really, really beautifully like that. Now, same thing again. We could use a piece of Calypso Coral if we wanted to make the little circle out of. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. But I found that this way was the easiest to get these two pieces lined up for the most part. So it's kind of just like this. And again, we have that little gap on the other side. So what do you think?
I think we should do it like kind of sideways.
Oh, of course.
Kind of sideways. Kind of sideways.
Kind of sideways?
Like that.
You like this one? This is pretty, but that's a lot. I think we need a little bit of it. You could also do squares. That would be a good idea. Yeah. You could layer squares on this with the layering
Can
squares.
We do this color?
I don't know if it would clash. Let's see. What's it look like?
I kind of like it.
You like it?
I kind of.
Yeah, of course you do.
Not my favorite.
All right, so I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do a punch with the starburst.
What are you doing? Okay.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead, squeeze it. All right. So we have a starburst
I like how it,
punch.
pops up.
I know, it's fun, isn't it? And then we're gonna use a little scrap piece of white. Some Whisper White, and we're going to add. Do you want to put Happy Birthday again, or For My Friend? For My Friend. All right, let's do For My Friend. So we're going to do For My Friend. And what color do you want to do? We can do Calypso Coral. Do you want to do a darker green? Would be pretty.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think we should do like a light dark green, like a little lightish dark.
All right. Well, how about this? We have mint.
Ooh,
Mint would go pretty. You like that one?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do mint, but we still haven't finished this. We are going to emboss this yet, so that's why I haven't put it together yet. So we're going to just ink this up, and remember, you want to keep your pinky up. That way you don't get rings around it, so keep your pinky up and just delicately drop it in there, and then let's see what it looks like. All right, when you stamp, just that's okay. Stamp gently. Go ahead, stamp it down. That's good. Let's see, lift up. Ah, all right, you got a ring. So you got to be a little bit more gentle. That's all right. We'll clean this off.
I always get rings on my thing.
That's okay. So let's try it again.
Looks cool with the ring.
When you do it, you just want to look. Just tap. Real gentle. Tap, tap, tap. And try it. Tap, tap, tap. That's why you always have two sides to your paper. Okay. And then once again, go ahead and put it down.
Can I have a ring?
That's okay. Just tap gentle. Oh, you did a double tap.
Do double.
You got it. See, that's the thing when you stamp. You got to
You
stamp.
should do it on the side so you
stamp
can.
like
You
you
should
mean
still
it.
have more.
You can do what?
We could do it like up here more, so it looks like cool, and we still have the edge.
You could, but we're going to do it so it's at least straight for this one. So just one more time. Yep. So
I'm not
real
gonna tap
gentle.
it this time.
All right. So just put it straight down. Okay, up. Perfect. There, she got it. All right, so I'm going to close this up so we don't make a mess.
Finally.
And
we don't have anything on the back this time.
well, that's because we don't need anything on the back. We're going to punch it out. So we're going to punch that one with the 2-inch circle punch. So the easiest way to do it when you're trying to center something, and this one
Just put it right
might be a little bit off. So I'm going to take this piece, and we're going to just trim just a little bit of it off. But to be able to center it, what I usually do is stick it in upside down so you can see exactly where you want it. So go ahead and squeeze out both hands. Perfect. All right.
That one did a weird thing to the circle.
That's okay. So now what we're going to do is I want you to go ahead and put some tape on the back of this. So that's snail. It's adhesive. Okay, good. And put that so it lines up right on top of there. You do it yourself. Right in the middle of that. And then we're going to bring the big shot over and we're going to do that one other part. Just press it real hard. Good.
It's not exactly lined up, but it looks kind of cool.
That looks pretty good. All right, so you have an eyeball where you think you want it to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute. I'm going to make it slanted. Perfect.
Sorry,
That's
stamping
how
at the
I
last
like it.
minute. I didn't have my finlets ready. So
That's
what
how
we're
I'm
going
gonna make it. Perfect.
It's perfect. It's beautiful.
That's what
But
I'm gonna make.
to make it a little bit more beautiful, what we're going to do is we're going to take this folder, or should say this folder, this die. Hold on one second. Let me just put a couple of these things out of the way, okay? Don't bring that over just yet. So we're going to emboss this flower. And it doesn't have to be exact, but we'll emboss it onto this. Another fun thing you could do is you could emboss it, or you could die cut it so you had the little things peeking through. That would be really pretty as well.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to just do it the one way. Maybe we'll try it the other way another day. So I'm going to, let me get all these things out of the way. It's not? Well, you're much stronger than me, clearly. All right, so we're going to put this here. All right. So when we do these, hold on one second because I got to grab one more thing here. When we do these, if you're doing, we don't need the cutting plates. We don't need those. We're going to emboss it. So we're going to just put a little bit of decoration onto that. So we're going to put...
We used these on last week. We used these last
We did
week.
use these the last time you were here, yep. So it does have all the instructions on the mat, and I will tell you, there are definitely times when you need to play around. A good idea would be, once you get something to work, to write down exactly what you got to use. So if you want to emboss it only, you're going to use your, hold on one second,
This is
you're going
sticky
to
on
use
the
your
back.
platform, okay? And then you're going to add in one cutting pad, just one, okay? You're going to put that on top. Then we're going to put our die down, our paper, and then we're going to use the rubber mat, the blue one, okay? And we're going to use the hard whiteboard that comes with it, okay?
Whiteboard.
So, let's...
The whiteboard is the one that made it hard the last time.
Exactly. So we're going to do this 2 at a time. So I'm going to start with one side and then we'll do the other. And I'm going to do this kind of a little bit backwards because I want it to be this way. But when we do it, we kind of do it face up. So I'm going to put this way. Okay, so we want just the impression of this. So we're going to lay this down. Let me see that, please. We're going to put our blue pad on top.
And then we put the white.
Then we're going to put our white pad on top. And then we're going to crank it through the big shot. And you know what? I put this on the wrong side for you, but I have to do the other side. You can do the other side for me, okay?
Yay.
And I will tell you, I have had a few people. So there's your impression.
Looks
And it
good.
probably is going to look better the other way. I probably should have done it the other way. I did it backwards. But since we did both of them backwards, we're going to do the other one this way, and then we'll flip them around.
Yeah.
So now, let me turn this around so you can reach it. But what I wanted to say was, there have been a few people who have done these really, really backwards.
You're right.
Okay? Where they have actually cut through this. or they've let a friend use it. So make sure you're careful and make sure you really read your stuff, and make sure if you're letting someone borrow something that you kind of explain to them how best it is to work. So what I'm going to do is now we're going to switch around. We're going to do this one for this spot. So it's just going to have a little flower here. So we're going to put this on the edge. So we add your blue plate, or your blue mat, I should say. I'm going to try to keep it straight. Blue mat.
I can't get a plate.
There you go.
It kind of looks weird.
White
It's like floppy
plate.
all around.
It is, yeah. Okay, crank it through.
That's what I call
So this is just something else you can do with your thinlits.
it. The only thing good about this is that it's easy to like get through.
It's very easy to get through. And then we'll flip this around the other way. So then both of those sides have some embossing on them. And again, you could do this with lots of stuff. So it doesn't have to necessarily just be this. Or another fun thing, like I said, is you could use this so it cut, and then you could have the little peek through holes. That would be really cool as well. All right, so do me a favor. Will you put this back over there where you got it? And we're going to put this card together. And then we just have one more thing. We might as well, while we're at it, that's okay, turn it the other way. There you go. While we're at it, we might as well also do the inside. So let's get out a little sheet here. See, I think this one might need to be trimmed down just a little bit. And yeah, we'll go with 4. Go ahead and cut that up to 4. Oops, don't worry about it. We'll get it afterward. That's okay. And 5 1/4. Let's see. All right, can you go ahead and do that? You can go down. Perfect.
At first I didn't cut anything.
Dirt spot on there, but that's okay.
Oh, there's still a paper in there.
That's okay. We don't need that piece. So my niece can attest to the fact that everything is usually falling down in this craft room. So
everything.
See?
Like for my elbow, I have to like push stuff off to make my elbow
I'm
fit.
not a neat stamper, and as they say, right? Kids always tell
Just
the truth.
stuff like there's like pencils right here.
All right, don't
and
make
they're
me
all
feel
in the
that
bag.
bad. Come on. All right,
So,
see, I shouldn't have said anything.
Well,
All right, so we have For My Friend,
the pencil.
and let's see. Let me grab the other half
For
of
My
this.
Friend. See that one.
Special celebrations. This is something else nice you could add in. For My Friend. How about this one?
My friend.
You share so much, so gladly, so often. I'm blessed to have you in my life. That's how I feel about you. Because even though you're my niece, you're my friend. You want to put that on the inside? And then we can put like a couple flowers on there too?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so we're going to use that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the sentiment down. It's going to be for your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet I know which friend too.
Yeah.
The friend whose name we're not going to mention, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do with, just to keep this, again, kind of like cohesive, is we're going to use the mint macaron. We're going to use that for the inside. So we're going to put that in the center. Just like that. Very nice. And I'm going to keep this out, and I'm going to get out Calypso Coral, because maybe we'll add just like a little something or other in here.
For my friend. For my
For
friend.
my friend.
Everything's for my friend.
And how about some really pretty, just like a little bit of black background something or other. So we'll use the Timeless Textures, and we'll just add in some fun stuff. So we'll add in, how about some little
that's cool.
dots?
That's cool.
A coffee ring? How about some dots and some stripes? These will be fun. We'll use these too.
That looks kind of like an and sign.
And
Like
and it does.
If you look
Like
at
if you're making a scripty one.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so what
this
you're going to do
is
is
cool.
we're going to take that, and I'm going to move this over so
How
you
about
can
we
add
make,
these
like,
yourself.
These together, and then we could just like stamp it together.
You could if you want to do that.
Both sides.
Do you want to do that? Just to make sure
Yeah.
when you do it, just stamp gentle. So ink it gentle. Okay, and then stamp it. Kind of stamp like 1, 2, 3
That barely
usually.
got any ink on it.
I know. Same thing here,
I
Terry.
barely got any ink on it.
Yeah, it did. You're right. When you put things away, you can't find anything. I would 100% agree with you on that one.
Uh-huh.
That's why I don't put things away.
That's why she just keeps things out.
Right. All right, here you go. Go ahead and do that one.
Like her sponges.
So remember, straight up and down. All right, and
Oh,
now
I
pick
feel
it up.
like I
That's
have-
okay. Don't ink it again. Now stamp it
Oh,
over
that's
here
fine.
somewhere. Stamp it over here. You can kind of turn it around if you want to.
I'm gonna make it like that.
There you go. How about one more over here?
Try to get a little
No,
bit
don't
more.
ink it again. Just do the third, so it's light, and then we'll ink it one more time. This one needs to be re-inked, so let me just do it for you. Okay, so then do one
because
over
like I
here,
always mess up.
one up top. Okay, turn it, and then add another one here. That's a good one, upside down. Perfect.
And then
and then one more.
Like...
Perfect. That's awesome. Look how fun that is. It's okay. That mat cleans off. Don't worry about that.
I cleaned off.
All right. So we have those. Very lovely. Let me just put these out of the way, and we'll put the rest of this together. So that was using Special Celebrations, which is a 2-part stamp set. Has a lot of really nice greetings. Very versatile. Yep. And then we used Timeless Textures for the background. So just to add a little something to it.
To make it look happy.
To make it look happy, exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some more adhesive. I'm going to put this on the back. So put
Adhesive's like my favorite because glue always gets stuff so sticky, and then
well, I tell you what, glue is also our friend too because we use a lot of glue because that way you can move stuff around. So go ahead and put
hair all in it.
That's okay. Just go ahead and put that. It won't come off now. So put one. And if you hold it kind of so your arm's a little bit more down, it makes it easier. There you go.
Oh, wow.
One. Up. And then one across the top. Right up here. And one here.
Looks like a house head.
Perfect.
But without the roof.
Yeah. All right, so
like
we're going to add this in.
Like...
Okay, just like that.
Like
and it completely covers that second line. So really, nobody would know it's there. You could use this again.
It's going to make a strip of words.
A strip of words? It could. You're right.
Like
and then
one sentence and then one sentence.
We're going to take this and we're going to wrap it around.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like that. Okay.
You didn't show me that yet.
And then we're going to put this part on top of it. So, look how pretty that is. Really, really simple. Now, I will tell you, for this one...
This is not going to be simple.
No, but for this one, what I am going to do is I'm going to use... Just go tell her 1 second. I am going to use some Tombow liquid adhesive just because this has a lot of depth to it and cuts. So, that way it doesn't... Sometimes I find that when you have these little ridges like this, that the snail adhesive doesn't stick quite as well. All right, so you put it on there how you want. Catty corner, right? Are you going to do it straight? How about a little bit less catty corner? That way they can at least read it. There you go. So give that a nice press. And I am going to, what you can do with this is you can either set your punch on top of it just with the glue. That way it actually sticks a little bit better. So kind of give it a minute to stick, but I'm going to pull this off just so you guys can see. So isn't that beautiful though? Such a beautiful card. And it's got some lovely, some embossing on the front. And then all you do is just slide that part off.
And say, hello.
Open it up for your friend. Yep. You got a lot of room to write something. You just have to use a black pen, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Or like a glitter pen.
Or a glitter pen, because never can have enough glitter, that's for sure.
You want to put glitter on?
And then all you have to do is just slide this back up. So, I do always, Kathy, you got it. When I'm finished with this video, what I usually do is I get it downloaded, I post it to YouTube, and then I do make a blog post out of it. So, everything that we used for this card...
Always use glitter.
Always use glitter, right. Will be in that post, and I will take pictures of this as well. I made this one yesterday while I was downstairs, because I was kind of trying to figure out exactly what it was that I wanted to do with it. So I was kind of fooling around. So I'll put all of these different ones. But again, they do stand up on their own. So if they take the belly band off, they stand up either direction. And then we have the one other one here, which...
Look, let's try to stand it up without the belly band.
And it does stand without the belly band. Absolutely. Yes,
and
it
with
does.
the belly band.
With or without it, yeah.
But it has to be like a little bit wider.
I don't know where my little third card got off to.
Your
but that's okay. So anyway, I will post all of the measurements.
I remember I put it, but then I forget.
That's okay. And all of the supplies used on my blog as soon as I get all this stuff posted. Thank you guys so very much for following along. I don't know. It's okay. We'll find it. And I will pick a name from this and we'll give away something fun. I got lots of goodies to share with you guys. And make sure you do stay tuned because there's a lot of demonstrators sharing some stuff from the holiday catalog. Which if you are a demonstrator, we do get to do a pre-order August 1st. So that's another fun reason for you to join if you wanted to. And again, right now they're having the special with you get an entire free set of ink pads. There is no obligation to sell anything. So if you think this sounds like something you want to do, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you, walk you through it. It does end July 31st though. So that is when it comes to an end. But we have lots of fun stuff coming up soon with the holiday catalog and Lots of cool stuff. We'll be sharing Halloween cards. I can't wait to show you guys all the cool stuff in the Halloween cards. Me too. There's lots of cool stuff in there. So
she made one for my mom, and it's like a little bag, and then it has teeth all over it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really because she's a dental hygienist.
Like
so
a mysterious teeth.
it looks like dirty teeth, and we always said that when you come to her, you'll go from dirty teeth, from vampire teeth to clean teeth. So
yes, so like black teeth to like
sparkly, clean, white,
shiny teeth
without glitter.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome week. I am on vacation next week. Yes. I got my weeks mixed up, so I will not be here next week. But I will be back the week after, again on Wednesday. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. If it's raining where you are, I hope you see the sunshine today.
Yes.
And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.
Bye.